Wait in just a moment. So as we come together, let's bring our hands together at our heart center. Good morning, good morning. Go ahead and take your right hand and rest it on your heart and your left hand on your belly. Feel the breath rising up to the crown of the head on the inhale and down and out the body on the exhale. Corners of the lips lifting, the nostrils flaring. Just feeling this and being with this. Continuing to breathe and shift. There we go. So the power of corners of the lips lifting and nostrils flaring. Here you come, beautiful beings. Come, 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 go, go, go. Come, 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 go, go, go. And the birds singing, they're penetrating space around them, around us. Today we focus our attention together on the power of the sun. And so I offer that as we come into our practice together, as we move and shift and change and evolve and expand, that one of the great practices is to remember what we call in yoga this combination of Ida and Pingala. And Pingala is the sun, Pingala is the Ha and Hatha. So when we think about Ha, we're thinking about all of the ways in which that we turn our attention outward. It's the ways in which that we are productive. It's the way in which we are reaching out. It's the way in which we are turning our attention to the world out there. It's the way in which that we are continually and continuously rising, like the way that a fire rises from a campfire. So when we think about it in terms of the physiology, it's the sympathetic nervous system and everything related to that. It's energy out. It's penetration, it's expression, it's expansion. And all these things are super great and super important and super potent and powerful. And we just keep wanting to expand in those directions. And there's a balance, hatha. There's no ha yoga. There's hatha yoga. This is the trunk of the tree. So we bring our attention to the student teacher prayer this morning. Our hands come together at our heart center. We send the breath from the crown of the head down and out the body to the belly of the earth. We inhale and penetrate sound with our very own voices. Call and response. Om, Om, Sahana, Sahana, Vavatu, Vavatu, Sahanao, Sahanao, Bhunaktu, Bhunaktu, Saha, Saha, Viryam, Viryam, Karavavahai, Karavavahai, Tejasvi, Tejasvi, Navadhitam, Navadhitam, Astu, astu ma vidvisha ma vidvisha vahai vahai Om Shanti 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 Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Right there, the ha in Hatha Yoga, ha. The ha, we might say, is a name for Shiva. It's considered to be one of the names for the divine masculine, the energy of penetration, the energy of getting out there and doing, the energy that directs you to stay focused, to stay clear, to be upward rising, to get yourself out of bed. The reason you're even here with me live this morning is that energy rising in and up and through you. It's related to such organs as the stomach and the digestive acids. It's related to the eyes. It's related to the fire in the belly, the spark of inspiration. It's anything and everything that's moving. It's related to the blood, what we call rakta dhatu. It's related to the war cry. It's related to the drum. It's related to any way and all ways that we use our voice to express a need or a boundary. So when we look at the practice of bringing ha into ta, it's also all of these ways in which it's not just fire burning, burning, burning when we think, oh, a fire practice. I don't know about a fire practice. Sometimes what happens for us is it's because we've already been burning for so long. We've already been burning so bright. We've already been going at it for all these years. And so we've lost the balance because we live in a world that values the go get it done, the go west young man. The fact that we can spend hundreds of dollars on a single planner, or these things that are online organizational systems, all of that is very much and entirely ha energy. It is also when in balance, it's the part of you that can keep going back to the fire in conversation, in healing in relationships, in mothering, whether it's from your womb, not from your womb, and speaking up. Speaking up. Can we speak up instead of speaking out? Can we speak up? Can we connect what's happening right here to the whole without making what's happening wrong? I'm not saying it's not or it is. I'm just saying put your attention toward upward rising. This is the practice. So I'm just going to grab my notebook. It fell in the frenzy of things. Just want to share some notes from this morning as I was preparing for class. Think sun, ha is sun. Sympathetic nervous system and everything that goes along with it. The fire, energy out, penetration, the drum of Shiva, the war cry, transformation, getting at it, getting her done, setting your goals, making it happen. Radiant, radiance, expansion, systolic blood pressure, the inhalation. Now I'm going to just pause there because I realized I sent out an email and in my haste I wrote that the sun was related to the exhale. No. Estaba equivocada. I was wrong. Instead, it is essentially the inhale, that upward rising. Think the heat from the fire. Heat rises. That's the inhale. It's warming, it's rising, it's transformative. It's the fire in your belly, the spark of inspiration. Anytime you're on fire, this is the ha. And so we live in a world that sees so much difference between right and wrong, right and left, black and white, blue and red. Me too and not me. Even in our efforts to be inclusive, we often exclude. Even in our efforts to bring balance, we create imbalance. This is grand work we're being asked to do, and it all starts right here in this body, in this heart of hearts. So when we come to the mat, immediately, one of the practices is to just know and notice, where is my energy? Am I charged? Am I overstimulated? Is this happening in some way, and do I need to bring that down? Is my nervous system drawn toward music and conversations that are confronting, that are aggressive? All of that just tells me I got a lot of fire going on, and it's not that you don't want the fire, it's that you want to bring that fire into balance. The igniter switch is fire. It starts your car. It starts your engine. The acid in your stomach is so hot that if it was on the outside and I dropped a little bit of my own stomach acid on my shoulder, it would burn through my skin. This is not bad. This is just respect and realization of how we bring it all into balance. And so today in our practice, we're going to move the fire. We're going to move and work with fire, but it is for the sake of finding balance, not for the sake of destroying. It's about transformation. It's about alchemy. It's about no pressure, no diamond, no pressure, no diamond, no pressure, no diamond. It's about that. So we're just going to find our way. We're just going to balance, balance, balance. So as you're ready, allow your spine to be tall. Let your body shift. However you're seated in this moment, just allow the palms to face up. This is receptivity. Allowing the fire of the planet to enter in and through us. Allow the corners of the lips to lift and the nostrils to flare, gently opening ourselves to the fire. We bring our hands together now at the heart center. The right side connected to the pingala, the fire, the left side, the ida. The hands rest right at the heart, the crown of the head rises, the chin drops gently. We feel and sense how the breath moves down and out the body. We inhale and draw the breath in and up to the crown. Corners of the lips lifting. We notice right here, right now, what is the energy that's moving in and through us? How do we feel? Do we feel overstimulated, understimulated? We're looking for that balance so we can be upward rising, warm, intelligent, attractive. Fire is attractive. Fire in the forest, we come to it. Light in the dark, the moth moves toward it. Candle in the window, we walk toward it. We all have different constitutions. We're just taking these moments to feel into what is the state of ours. Do I feel depleted, or do I feel agitated, or do I feel both? Sometimes it's yes and. Can I rest here with that, just as it is? So as you're ready, go ahead and find a shift in your seat if you would. Just move your body about. We're going to take it to the mat. Find your seat, whatever that may look like. I'm dressed in my fire colors. You're in a little fire space. Just going to let my hands rest down, let my body weight shift forward and back. Imagine yourself just like a campfire. Your body like a campfire. Your base are all those pieces of wood leaning in and up against each other. And there's a spaciousness in the center where the air can move freely. Palms face down for a moment and we ground. Crown of the head rises. Corners of the lips lift and nostrils flare. These are the ways that we come into connection to both earth and fire, water and air. Bring our hands to our heart center. We're going to send breath down and melt the body on an exhale. Inhale to the crown of the head. Exhale, audible sigh. Inhale. See if you can feel the breath move up the body energy. Inhale. It all comes and culminates at heart center. Exhale. Both and. One more time. Inhale. Bring our hands to our knees now, palms face down, stirring the belly. It's like the witch's brew. Navel center circling around, corners of the lips lifting. It's dynamic. That word dynamic means in motion. Reverse the direction all the way around. Dynamic like dynamite. As you're ready, we just shift and center, ground down through the base. Let the left hand root down, float the right arm up to the sky. Feel that ascension inward and upward, still grounding down, ascending in and up. Middle finger rising, inhale. Let that hand come on down and sweep all the way over, spiraling heart center up toward the heavens. Inhaling and exhaling, eyes rising skyward. We inhale, come all the way back up. We switch on down to the other side. Take that arm up and over. Inhale, ascending, feeling the release of this. The jaw shifting. Feel that inhale and exhale. Feel how the crown is reaching upward, the ribcage spiraling upward. We're exhaling down. We inhale and rise, feeling the dynamic quality. We're going to rotate around to the first side. Feel that rotation, wringing out, emptying. Energy ascending, rising. We come back and then through the midline, we take it to the other side. The sunrise, the alchemization, the transformation, the heat, the pressure, the friction. We learn to lean into it. We learn to respect it. We inhale, come back in, and through midline, we take those arms up and above the head. We bring the hands back behind the head. Elbows broaden. So squeezing elbows are wide, squeezing shoulder blades together. The back of the head pressing into the hands, the chin tucking, the rib cage not flaring out. From here, we're going to inhale, keeping those shoulder blades squeezing, release the hands and bring the arms out into a V shape, and then bring the hands back behind the head. Inhale, open those arms, squeezing back through shoulder blades, bring it all the way back again. One more time, reach those fingers out long and strong, bring those hands back in. Now right here, go ahead and squeeze those elbows in and down. Take those arms down and out, squeezing in and through the back side. Bring those hands back up, squeezing, reaching down and back. Drop the chin. There's no flare in the ribs. Squeeze back in again, reaching out. And once again, inhale and exhale. We inhale, we bring our hands here, we rise up. There's a big inhale, exhale, reach those arms up, squeezing shoulder blades in, bring those hands back behind the head, drop the elbows, reach down. Two more like that. Bending through elbows, squeezing shoulder blades, hands come back and behind the head, reaching up still, we're maintaining that dynamic fire between the shoulder blades, squeezing in and back and down. This is essentially invoking the heart to stay open, invoking the body to stay rooted. Last time, rising up, drawing on in, squeezing down, and releasing. There it is. Here we're just going to take that right arm, circle it all the way around. One direction. Now when you get across the body, reverse it all the way up and over. Energy and motion that kindle. The moments you feel heat or friction or too much fire, can you lean into it and exhale, cooling it on the breath. We release and bring that hand down, circle around. Doesn't matter which direction you begin with. Inhaling and exhaling. And reverse that direction all the way around. So I offer that when you need to bring or desire to bring any part of this into your practice more completely, you can do that in your practice anytime. We release. We bring those hands back from behind the body. We open through heart center. We open the jaw. Open the mouth. Squeezing back and down. Squeezing, opening through front line of shoulder. This time we let the rib cage flare. And then we gently release. From here, we're going to go ahead and shift ourselves onto hands and knees. Walk the knees back just a bit. Gaze at the hands, so your hands face forward. Let your hips shift side to side. So even though you're on hands and knees now, can you still feel an energetic draw from your campfire-ism, like your body as campfire rooted down toward the earth? Energy ascending. From here, we're going to go ahead and sweep forward, lower our bellies down onto the earth. Inhale in something of a cobra. Exhale, shift back all the way onto our heels. Take a breath here as you roll from eyebrow to eyebrow. Shift and come back even through. Come up onto hands and knees. Hover your body weight forward. Release on down. Inhale in and up through cobra. Feel the ascension. Shift on back again. Onto the heels. Body weight shifting. Bring it all the way back up one more time. Feel that energy rising. Even as you lower. Energy rising, even as you lower, ascending, shifting back. On that gentle roll from side to side. Now we're going to bring our hands back out. We're going to shift forward, hook the toes under, and send your tail to sky. So right here, grounding down, energy rising.
feel the heels rooting down, the buttocks now, the peak of that campfire, ascending, fire ascending. We let the left foot stay where it is. We float the right leg up. You heard me say it before, like smoke rising from a fire. Using that exhale to ground you, using the inhale to inspire you, to awaken you, to ignite. Inspiration, bring that foot on down. Opposite leg rises, inhaling, pressing, grounding down through the hands. Bringing that foot on down. We're going to open the feet up to the width of the hips. Let the hips shift side to side. Let the body weight slowly find its way back into a forward fold. So crown of the head, waist heavy, back of the neck is long. Low belly is lifted just a bit. Fire like candle, not necessarily like forest fire. Huh? Soften through the knees, bring the heels of the hands to the base of the thighs. Before you begin to rise, feel the energy ascending. Inhale, ascending, and begin to rise. As you inhale, coming all the way up. All the way up, all the way up. Take those arms up and above the head. Palms together and circle around here. Again, even though you're standing, can you feel that campfire quality? Right? Rotating around and around. We're going to reverse that direction all the way around. All the way around. And then we rise right on up, in and up through the thumb and the index finger, ascending, heels ground down. We feel that great ascension. We snug our elbows down and back. The jaw is moving and shifting. We bring those hands back and behind the body. We open through the heart center here. Drop the chin, draw the head back. Feel how in doing so, I'll say that again, drop the chin, draw the head back. Feel how the energy rises up from low belly. It's as if the energy of the thighs awakens. When we bring ourselves into balance, we naturally rise. I'll say that again. When we bring ourselves into balance, we naturally rise. We release that, we're going to step to the top of our mat. We bring our hands together at the heart center. We shift from foot to foot. We let the arms come on down side by side. We inhale, raising those arms up and above the head. Full inhalation, thumb and index finger rising. As you're ready, move forward, fold, crown of the head. Releasing, back of the neck is long. We inhale, let the eyes gaze forward. We exhale, let's step the right foot back. This is the energy of the masculine. This is the energy of penetration. This is the energy of production. This is the energy of efficiency. This is mental energy. This is physical energy. We ground down through that right foot. We're going to walk up that left leg and bring the hands on into the hips. So whereas this is physical and mental, we go body, mind, body, mind, body, mind. The moon energy, which we'll get to next week, is emotional, spiritual. They're all connected, but we're just feeling into how we get there. We bring those hands in and through the ribs, we ascend upward. Inhaling, radiating upward. We exhale and we reach out long, out through the index fingers, pressing the pinky edge of that foot behind you back long and strong. We inhale, ascend. We exhale, reach out. We inhale and ascend, keeping the base strong. We reach out. We release the hands down to the earth, roll to the ball of the back foot, step back into downward facing dog. That tail ascends. You might feel you've burned off a little bit of gunk already, stickiness already. We move and shift in through our plank pose. We soften our knees and release down to our bellies. We inhale and ascend. We exhale and release. We inhale and ascend. We exhale and release. This time we inhale, hook our toes under. Exhale and send the tail to the sky. We float the left leg up to the heavens. The wings are strong. Kicking the doors around. Step that foot all the way through. We're going to release that back knee down onto the earth and simply allow the body to weigh heavy here. Still rising up and out. So don't collapse. Collapsing is moon energy out of balance. So we want to feel as though we are releasing, relaxing down, but there is a life, an ascension. It's like that campfire, that flame still rising in and up and in through all movements, through every cell in your body. Hook the back toes under. Inhale, lift the back heel, back knee. Exhale, stepping through. Crown of the head lays heavy, back of the neck is long. Eyes gaze forward, inhale. Exhale and release. Inhale, we rise all the way up. Take those arms up and above the head. Remember this one. Elbows come in and down and back. And then reach the arms up, keeping those elbows squeezing back. Draw those elbows in, down, and back. Hands come closer to the shoulders. Reach back out again. Squeezing in, and then rise, raising those arms up. Rise to the tippy toes. And release, heels down. Rise to the tippy toes. And release down. Once again, rise to the tippy toes. And release down. We ground through that left foot. We float the right knee in and up. We open that right leg out. We send the leg back. We bring the knees in, button, rise. We open the knee out. We bring the leg back. We button the knee in and rise. We open the knee out. Turn the foot back. Press that. We button the knee in and bring it on in and up. One more time, we open that knee up and out. We send it back. And we find our way into something of warrior three, sending energy out through the arms, penetrating, radiating, all from the center of the earth, all from the fire in the belly. Release the hands down and along the side body. Right leg is back, left arm comes out long and strong. Left arm comes in and through the side body, right arm out. Left arm back out strong. Right arm back out strong. Both arms down by the sides. Inhale, rise up. Bring that right knee in and up. And then bring that right leg down. Open through the feet, circle through the pelvis. Let the jaw and balloon shift. Reverse the direction. So it's an interesting thing. Ha comes, sound comes on an exhale. But the energy rises. It's like releasing a steam valve on a pressure cooker. How do you do that in your own body, in your own life? Huh? So we then ground through that right foot. And we raise that left knee in and up. We're going to open that left knee to the outside, circle it around, and send it back as the arms rise. Bring that knee on in. We open that knee out to the side. Send it back. You might tip just a little bit, just feeling into it. Two more. Bring those knees together. Raise the knee in and up. Open the knee to the side. Send the foot back. And then one more time. Draw that knee in and up. Open that knee up to the side and back. And then we stay right here. Right there. Eyes penetrating out. It's as if you're looking across the room and you have to keep your eyes on someone. It's your job. It's life or death. It's like the movie. You're in the groovy movie and you need to keep your eyes on that person because that person holds the key to your liberation. So left leg is back, right arm stays long, left arm alongside body. Shifting in and through the other side. In through the other side again. In through the other side, left arm out, right arm back. Now both arms back alongside our body. Bring that knee all the way in and out. Float the arms up. Bring that foot on down, ground, open the feet, roll through the pelvis. Reversing the direction of the pelvis. Jaw moves and shifts. We bring those feet together, big toes closer than the heels, heart center opens. Notice again, drop the chin, draw the head back, and feel how that, when you bring yourself into balance, right? When the head's falling out and over, it's interesting. You want to get ahead of yourself, you want to get out there, you want to make a name for yourself, and you collapse. It's very different than bringing yourself back into balance and energy rises. That's what this is all about, rising into your next best and highest evolution. What does that look like? Bring it on back, fill the well. Respect your fire. Hands coming into heart center, send the breath down and out the body. Exhale, inhale. Float the arms up and above the head. Exhale, forward, folding, crown of the head releasing, back of the neck is long. Inhale, eyes gaze forward. Exhale, let's step the left foot back. This is the feminine side. Right, generating through the feminine side of the body. We scroll that back heel down to the earth. Feeling how the pinky edge of that left foot grounds you down. As you're ready here, we inhale, come on up, bring those hands in and through the ribs. So the back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Right foot faces forward. You want to feel breath, spaciousness, freedom in the pelvis. You're never at what we call end range loading. You're never at that place where you're locked and loaded. We want to stay unlocked and unloaded. We bring those hands in and through the rib cage. We float those arms up and above the head. We feel the inhale right here. The radiance, the expansion. From here, we bring our hands together. Index fingers reaching out long and strong. We come all the way out. Exhale. Bending through that front knee. Inhale, we rise up. Keep the base strong and deep. Exhale. Feel how the energy is rising, lifting you up and out. Inhale, rise. One more time, reach it out long and strong. Inhale and rise. Melt the hands down, bring those hands all the way down, and roll to the ball of the back foot, release that back knee down. Release the top line of that back foot. You can sink in here just a bit. That front heel is down, feeling that sense, that connection, and improve the base. Again, can you feel lift? It's as if the grass is growing through your whole body. There's an upward movement. It's a very tiny, subtle energy. You know what I mean when I say grass is growing? It's like a blade of grass is vertical. It's rooted down, but there's an energy moving in and up. Even if you can't see it, it's happening. Because that's every single blade of grass in your whole yard is going to be a little bit closer to sun come sundown than it was at sunrise. Grounding in and through those hands, we inhale here. We lift the back knee up. We step back into down facing dog. We pedal from foot to foot. Points of the elbows turn back in the direction of the shins. We shift in through our plank. We soften our knees down onto the earth. We lower all the way down to our bellies. We inhale in that cobra. We exhale and release. We inhale and we rise. So it's less about pushing into the earth, more about just natural ascension. We inhale and rise again. Exhale and release. We're going to hook those toes under. Inhale, ascend. Send your tail to the sky. We pedal from foot to foot. We go ahead and take that left leg, send it up to the sky. Inhale. Feel how the left foot reaches skyward, skyward, skyward. The head weighs heavy. Points of the elbows directing back to the back corner of the mat. Bring that foot on down. We float the opposite leg up to the sky. Inhale. So go ahead and bring that right foot down. You're going to open up the feet to the width of the mat. You're going to walk the feet just maybe a half a toe length forward. Soften through your knees. Send your sits bones up to the sky. If that means you need to bend your knees a little bit, all is well. Turning the points of the elbows in the direction of the shins. The wholeness of the palm grounds down. Your fire is your focus as well. It's your focus to sit in meditation. It's your focus to nourish your body well. It's your focus to learn to wait between stimulus and response. We're great at fire running amok. We're not so great at control burn in these bodies. Hip shift side to side. We walk the hands back. We walk the hands back. We walk the hands back. We feel that forward fold. Crown of the head weighs heavy. We're going to let the left hand create a triangle with the feet. So we ground down through both feet. And when you look down at that left hand and your 2 feet, you see this perfect little triangle. Right hand comes to the rib cage. We roll through the ribs and we send that right arm up to the sky. Navel center is engaged. I want you to rise up through the right fingertips until you lift your left hand up off the earth and then round back down through that left hand. Spiraling heart center up again. Lift up and come back down. And then bring that right hand down to the earth. Let it create the triangle. It takes the place of the left hand. There's that triangle, shoulder, right shoulder over right wrist, left hand to right rib cage, rotating, spiraling, sending left arm to the sky. Feel that spiral here. We engage down through the base, and you're going to use the navel center drawing in. Left hand rises, lifting you up, up, up. Right hand comes down. It's slow and steady. Inhale, rising, up, up, up. Bringing right hand down. Once again, inhale, rising up, up, and release down. Bring that right hand down. You're going to turn your toes out and sit. So we're not coming out of this the same way we came out of the first side, but never you mind. We open up the arms here. Inhale, crown rises. We bring those hands back in and through the heart center. Feel the heart lifting. We bring those arms back up again. Not collapsing into the arches. If you feel yourself collapsing into one arch or the other, bring your heels a little bit further underneath the body. Hands come into the heart center. Opening up again. It's releasing the valve on the pressure cooker. Hands come in. We release those hands down. You're going to walk those hands on out. You're going to shift yourself again into your downward facing dog. You're going to pedal from foot to foot. We're going to take that right leg and float it up to the sky. You're going to bring that right knee into the eyebrow center, slowly and steadily. Rising high to the ball of the left foot. See how the energy is rising, rising, rising. You're high on that left ball, pressing through the hands, knee to the brow. Send it back up. Woo. Cramp in the intercostals. Bring it down and again, knee to the brow, rounding, 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 lifting up, 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 up. Send that leg up to the sky again. Right foot comes down. Just 2 of those. Ground through right foot, left leg rises. Inhale. Slow, steady. Weight over the hands. Knee to the brow. Rise high as you can to the ball of that right foot. Lift your buttocks as high as you can. Low belly, high as you can. Inhale, send it back up and back. One more time. Bring that knee into the brow. It's an elevation. It's an expansion. It's a radiance. Send that leg back up. Bring that foot on down. Open the feet up to the width of your mat. Turn your toes to the outside. Walk your hands back. Sit back again between your knees. Crown of the head is rising. So right here, we're going to feel the fire. So make any adjustments you can in your feet so that you feel really stable in this position. So we're going to hang here for a moment, and then we're going to reach. Those palms pressing together, knees coming together as the arms reach out, squeezing in. not collapsing into the arches if at all possible, lifting. You literally can stick your fingers right underneath those arches of the feet. Keeping those feet grounded without collapsing. Bring those knees in, arms out. One more time, we drop in. And this time we bring our hands to the earth. We shift our weight forward and back, just on the toes a bit. Eyes tracking out. There it is. All right. So from here, just walk the fingers forward and bring those knees down to the earth. If you can, release your seat right between your calves, lengthening through the thighs. So we let the fingertips face the toes, and we're just lifting and releasing here. This in and of itself is a potent practice to open through hip flexors. We want strong and flexible hip flexors. So maybe you can release down here. If this is just way too much, bring one foot down and then use that foot like a rudder. See how I'm using this to lift and release. If you've been just on one side, you can shift it to the other. And then as we're ready, we rise up. We're going to find our way back on the hands and knees. Let the hips shift side to side. Ground through your hands. And inhale, draw the breath in and up to the crown of the head. And then exhale and round through the spine, navel center draws in. Inhale, draw that breath in and up to the crown of the head. Exhale and round through the spine. Inhale once again via the dove. Inhale, rising, put those toes under, send your tail to the sky, pedal from foot to foot. Points of the elbows turning in, tail ascending. Rise to the balls of the feet, release the knees down. Okay, you can do this against a wall if you'd like. I want to show you how I learned to find my way into headstand. Andrea, I know you're working on this one, so I'm just going to give you a few little tips. So bring in the hands together. So the elbows are going to come down shoulder width apart. The blade edge, pinky edge of the hand is going to root down on the earth. And then we want enough space in the hand where you could hold a grapefruit. Right? I'll just come over here, watch this happen. Grapefruit. To bring it into practice. So I literally want that distance to be just like that. How's that? Okay? So I'm going to hold that right there. I'm going to hold that grapefruit, wrap my hands around it, pinky edges touching down. So my pinkies aren't wrapped. My pinkies just are blade edge down. And then from here, I lift the tail. Pressing through the forearms, I'm going to take the foot of my choice and bring it closer to the hand. Then from here, I'm going to send the leg up to the sky. So I'm pressing through the forearm edge of the body and sending leg up to the sky. Feeling the strength in my arms and upper body. This is to be established first. Bring that foot on down. Sometimes it's a good idea if you're learning headstands, take your first 6 months to a year of practicing headstand without ever touching your head to the floor. So there's no compression. Well, that's not a headstand. Well, it's all part of receiving the benefit of the headstand. Releasing that foot on down. And we go from foot to foot. We release those knees. Now we can bring our hands back just in front of me. So thinking fire, 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 kindling. I'm going to let the space right between my eyebrow centers. I'm sitting back toward my heels. Right between my eyebrow center. My nose is touching the earth. When you use my hands and roll up along the corpus callosum. That center line of the head and reach it all the way back down. I'm allowing my butt to be the weight. I'm allowing there to be significant pressure on my head. So you might decide you want to take your hands to the small of the back as you roll. All the way up. And all the way back. And then rise up. You're going to release the tops of the feet and just sit for a moment. So I'm just here to say, if you never do a headstand, guess what you just did? Headstand. Right? You just did headstand, strong and true. Alrighty. Hang on 1 second. So just sitting back on those heels. There we go. Now we're going to rise on up onto our knees. Now if this feels like too much pressure on your knees, go ahead and scooch your mat back. Sort of taffy roll it. You know those ribbon rolls, ribbon candies? You just ribbon roll it back so you've got support under your knees. Hook those toes under. We lift in and up through the heart center. So I just want you to take your right hand across the body to your heart or breast. Your left hand down toward the pubis, fingertips facing down on the left hand, right hand facing up. This right hand is representative of the energy moving upward, the left hand grounding you down. So we just want to feel into this. If you run hot, hot-headed, passionate, too hot to handle, if you run hot, you know who you are. This is a place to check in and make sure you're not pushing. If you're sweating a lot, maybe backing up a bit. We're checking that fire. We bring our hands right into the heart center. We send the tailbone down now. It's like the tailbone is the plug plugging into the floor outlet. Crown of the head rising. You're going to reach that right arm back down toward the left heel. Left hand, excuse me, down to the left heel. Right arm reaches up and back. We inhale, rise up. We're going to shift it to the other side. It's called a flowing camel. Inhale. Exhale, reach up and out. Inhale. Exhale, reach up and out. Inhale. Exhale, reach up and out. Inhale. Exhale, reach up and out one more time. Inhale. This is it. And we bring the hands back in behind the body. Open your heart center. And then sit back on your heels if that works for you. So we're opening through the top lines of the feet. A little bit of a rock through the pelvis. So if you're like, I can't sit on my feet like this, make the adjustments. Put a big cushion under the tops of your feet. Put a cushion on the backs of your knees. Put a cushion on the undersides of your feet. There is great value in returning to a place where you can walk barefoot on the earth. The science is stellar. We want to do that. We want to be grounded. We want to be rooted. And as you're ready, you're just going to release out of that. So I'm just going to show you where you might go. I'm going to interlace those fingers again with that grapefruit, imaginary grapefruit in the space of the hands. Press through the elbows. I'm going to let the back of the head rest into the hands. Now use the hands, the thumb bone on the outer line of the bone. Use that as the stand for the head. So the head is not pressing onto the earth. Pinkies are not crossed. We send one leg up to the sky. Perhaps there's a lift in that floor foot. The energy is rising. You never have to bring the feet all the way up. Just know that. This is enough. Right here. It's whole. Slowly, I bend that back foot to give energy back. I drop the right foot so it's closer to the earth down. I release both feet before I go to the other side. I'm just going to rest. If you never lift that bottom foot off the floor, it's no problem. Pinky edges ground down. Elbows about shoulder width the heart. Back of the head comes into that stand. Opposite leg. Ready? Down. I like to reach back and just spread my butt up so that those heels come together so that my heels are vertical over my feet. They're not splaying out. So in other words, what I don't want, and this is for knee health and also for tendons in the heels, I don't want this. Right, so my feet broad like this. I want to bring my feet in, heels closed, spread my buttocks, and then set myself up and over those heels. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for flexibility in my feet. I'm wanting that. And I'm going to hook those toes under, shifting back. Now I'm going to feel for flexibility on the underside of my feet, lifting rib cage up. So fire doesn't always have to be with a blowtorch. Which sometimes a vinyasa practice is like that. It's power yoga or Bikram yoga, the hot yoga practices where we push and we push and we push. And sometimes, if that's what we're always drawn toward, that's a strong indication and almost always correlated to our inability to sit still and to wait and to listen. And here, let's go ahead and send our tails up to the sky. Can you feel the flame rising in and up through the arches of the feet from the belly of the earth like the lava that lives at the belly of the earth, moving in and up and charging your body in and up, 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 in Crown heavy. Navel center draws in. We're going to slowly, steadily roll ourselves up. Ground it down and in through the right leg. Just step that left foot forward, excuse me. Raise that right foot up toward the buttocks. Draw the foot toward the buttocks and hold. Opposite hand to the heart center. So you're grounding down through the base. Drop the chin, draw the head back over the body. If you're locking out through that base leg, soften through the knee just a bit. Feel the arch of the base foot lifting. So the magic is on the inhale, the fire rises. On the exhale, the fire descends, but the energy continues to ascend. Let's try that together. Exhale here. Inhale, feel the fire rising. As if the synapses of the nerves are all firing, rising up, 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 up. Now, as you exhale, keep the energy going up and relax the nervous system. Inhale, draw the energy in and up through the base of the body, fire rising, synapses. Spark, 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 spark. Exhale, sending breath down out the body, relaxing. Slowly release the foot, bring the foot down. Pedal from foot to foot, we're just going to roll through the belly. Sometimes we palpate, sometimes we massage, sometimes we hammer. We ground through the opposite foot. Bring down through that right foot. We simply bring our left foot in for the buttocks. This is a well-balanced fire. Ready for this? A well-balanced fire is a really deep strength. That's what we're going for, a deep strength. Again, you might bring that right hand in into the heart center, ground down through that right foot. We feel how the breath rises, it's the synapses firing, it's like sparklers. Inhale, exhale, relax that, just mist it, and send the energy continually upward. Inhale, drop everything up, this is like the sparkler. And then this is like a mister or sprinkler. One more time, inhale. Exhale. And the energy rises. You're ready to slowly release the foot. Nothing abrupt. The foot comes down slowly and steadily. We pedal from foot to foot. We open through the feet. We roll through the pelvis. As you're ready, bring those big toes together. Heels might be slightly apart. We're going to sit back, let the arms reach out long. And then we rise up with arms ascending. We exhale and sit back. Feel how the tail reaches back. There's a diagonal energy up through the middle fingers and sits bones. Rise up again. Again, we sit slow and steady. Sit, 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 sit. You're going to stay right here. The heart center is open. Bring the right elbow across the body to the outside of that left knee and left hand to the buttocks. Or to the sacrum, fingertips facing down, eyes track up to the heavens. You got it. Keep getting a low battery notice here. Take an inhale.
And then exhale, forward fold. There you go.
Inhale, eyes gaze forward. Exhale, release. Rolling up one. And then exhale, releasing those arms down.
Exhale, sitting up. Feel that diagonal line through the buttocks and up through the hands. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, we sit again. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, we sit again. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, we're going to sit again and stay. And then from here, that left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee.
Right hand comes in, comes to the heart, right hand comes right back to the sacrum. We sit. Take a few breaths here. Take a full inhale and then exhale and forward fold. Crown of the head, we stepping back and the neck is long. Inhale and eyes gaze forward. Exhale, we step both feet back to plank. Now, if you want to release your knees, you may. Otherwise, we're going to take 4 practices on each side. I'm going to blade to my left side, raise my right arm up. Right arm's going to come under my left rib cage. Inhale, send it up. Under my left rib cage. 2 more. Inhale up. Under my left rib cage. 1 more time. Inhale up. Under my left rib cage. Inhale up. Right hand comes down. Square the hips. Soften the knees. Release down. Bring the hands back to the inner line of the ankles. Press the feet into the hands. Rise for 4 breaths. And release. Hands back by the ribs with toes under. Inhale here. Exhale, press up. Blade to the outside of the right foot. Inner left. Left arm rises. Inhale. Underneath the rib cage. Inhale, rising. Under the rib cage. Inhale, rising. Under the rib cage. 1 more time. Inhale, rising. Bring that left hand down here. Square. Knees release. All the way down to your belly. Reach back and into the inner line of the feet. Holding ankles, pressing, lifting. Heels ascending. Hands by the ribs. Inhale, open. You're going to shift right on back into child pose. This time, turn the head to one side. You choose it. Let the hands come back by the feet and pause. Navel center draws in. We turn the head in the opposite direction. Draw the navel center in, bring the head back to center, and slowly rise. A firing balance will allow you to rise from the inside out rather than using external musculature to raise you up. We cross the weird foot on top, the one that doesn't want to do it. Shift up and over the feet and send the legs out long. You're going to scoot yourself down and bring yourself all the way down to your backside. Draw those knees on into the heart center. We feel a gentle rock here. And then from here, we're going to send the heels up to the sky and let the palms face up at the sides. Find that place where you can close your eyes and keep those legs relatively vertical, moving upward along the flame of the candle, up along the wick. And ever so slowly and steadily, we bend the feet and forward the buttocks. Feel the flood of blood and let the feet touch down. Feet hip width apart here. We're going to walk those hands underneath the buttocks. One at a time.
Interlace the fingers and lift it up through the tip. Reversing the direction of energy from knees to crown. Yet another inversion. We turn things on end intentionally. Turn things upside down on purpose, so that when life does it, we feel as though we are impacted by it.
We've already got tools for being there. We ground, we breathe, we rise. Slowly and steadily, we release our tail. We let the knees come together. We roll gently through the low belly. There's just a little pulse happening here. We open the knees and walk the legs out one at a time. Our arms
Up and away and open our feet a little wider.
so you feel as though there's just a tiny little tea light sitting above your navel center. And the warmth of the base.
Feel the flame rise and fall. Allow your imagination to expand with me. When you imagine that little tea light at the navel center transforming into an acorn. Part acorn, part candle. Roots growing downward into the earth. Slowly growing plant. Stem of the plant that will be someday an oak tree like the wick, the flame raising the tree. Feeling beneath your low back and buttocks and out through your backs and legs and heels and shoulder blades and arms. The root system taking form.
Each exhale, roots reaching into the deep, wet, cool darkness of knowing.
As if that nourishment now is growing you, imagine the root system beneath your own body into the earth, holding you steady as you slowly bring your feet beneath you. Bring your elbows down toward your sides, and still in your mind's eye there's a deep and rich, broad root system beneath you. As you slowly begin to grow as trunk, shifting yourself over to your side, feel your knees being like those places where you can create a seat in a big old tree, pressing and steadily rising. Joining your body with trunk, opening knees and seat. Eyes closed and coming to favorite seat. Energy that ascends in of your body as nourishment for leaves, for branches, for birds to nest. Comes from this space of knowing. Comes from this seed. Luminous tree. Sun as energy, flame, inspiration, rising. Our hands now onto our heart center. We send this breath from the crown of the head down and out the body to the belly of the earth. Inhale. Breathing. Exhale. Sigh. Inhale. Energy ascending. Exhale. Sigh. One more time. Inhale to prepare and chant in call and response our closing mantra. Om. Om. Purnamida. Purnamida. Purnamidam. Purnamidam. Purnat. Purnat. Purnamudachyate. Purnamudachyate. Purnasya. 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 Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Fire is in balance when hot is in harmony. This is the place from which we rise, from which we give of our life force, our lives, our love, from the well that overflows. Thank you so deeply for being here with me today. Welcome your continued presence. Keep showing up. Keep coming. I'll be right here. Thank you so much. Big love to you.